How's it going? I didn't know that you needed to be a fighter. I'm very sorry. It's just a passion. Actually, it's a very foolish question. I'm not sensitive at all, or else I would have booted you already. I want to know, what is your training? What do you do actually? Tell that to my Sifu, who's been doing this for over 30 years. Maybe because you didn't have the right method. Look at your name, brain fart. That's all I can say. That's all. Oh my goodness. That's hilarious. You didn't even have the medicine. Yeah. Look at this guy's name. How can I even argue with somebody like that? How's it going, guys? Thank you for the love. The rock is still here. The rock is always here. This is what you do before the stone. Yeah. Thank you for the likes, everybody. Says the retard. Hilarious. Hands weak. Yes, sir. You guys don't even know about brick knuckle push-ups. That is hilarious. By the way, pinching and rolling rice will do 80% of what this does. Again, you have no idea about 5 elements. I don't know why you're even talking about it. I have no idea why you're talking. Rice is how far below on the density scale? Please. You want to talk about sand and wood, things like that, not rice. Rice is beginner level stage. Come on. That's a really retarded. This is a granite stone. How do you compare granite stone with rice? Something isn't right in your head. Kiddo, we're not talking about rice. Come on, just stop it. I don't know what you're talking about. You have a lot of retarded people, man. Google is free, guys. ChatGPT is free. I don't know why people get amped up. It's a Friday morning. It should be a good day. But a lot of you people have internal agitations. For what reason? I don't know. But I'm not a therapist. Says you, Jake. Says you with no background in human anatomy and internal alchemy. While we're at that, that says you and your narrow-minded knowledge. You can expand your horizon. We're in the age of information. If you knew what nice meant, you wouldn't say that. Go look up the etymology of nice and then choose a different word, my friend. Nice guys finish last. That is where your knowledge stops, at bones. There's much more than bones being conditioned here. This man takes criticism but is punching. It's not that I can't take criticism. If you don't offer any value and you're just typing, and then when I go on your channel there is nothing, why would I argue with you? That's the real question. Mr. Alex, I'm asking you, what do you train? And how long? Why would I argue with somebody I can't even see? And you think that is enough? How good is your grip strength? Do you have good grip endurance and good grip strength? Yo, this guy's killing me right now. Well, for boxing you need basic conditioning. I already made some videos on my playlist you can check out. You need basic conditioning. Can you hold your wrist like push-ups? Can you do fingertip push-ups? Yeah, you guys are actually boring. A lot of you guys are just offering no value and just talking. Go to TikTok, guys. That'll suit your IQ level. It depends. It depends if you've worked on rehabilitation. If every time you bend your wrist even like this it hurts. If you can turn your wrist, your hand like this. Okay. These are all range of motions that you should do, just for the wrist health in general. Just like this. But if you can't do that, then fix what is already hurting. You know, and then from there, when there's no pain, there's no injury, you build off that. Yeah, a lot of you guys offer no value. That's why you get booted. I've not been in competition. I've been training for 13 years for my own passion, for my own love of martial arts. My wrists are stringing at the moment from boxing a couple years ago. There's no pain. Normally kind of hurts my left. I don't know if you've seen a doctor, and they can do an X-ray of your bone and see if there's any hairline fractures or any kind of sprains. I would use some ointments, some natural ointments. That's just me though. I already have medicine. I have a video how to make your own herbal liniment if you want to check it out in my playlist. That might help you as well. But you need to have some blood flow there to aid in any kind of injury you may have there. That's what you need 100%. But that's what I'm talking about. Boxers, man, they get a lot of damage in their hands, their wrists, their forearms. Okay? Just basic conditioning will help you with that. Basic conditioning in Kung Fu. Not basic as in the very nature of basic. Appreciate the likes, guys. Thank you. As I said, I have playlists on my channel you can check out. You may find some of those videos very informative. Well, if you can't, if you don't want to, honestly, look into a herb called comfrey. This isn't medical advice. This isn't any kind of diagnosis or treatment or cure. Look up a herb called comfrey root, not the leaf, the root. Okay, try to get an ointment with comfrey root, or you can make a plaster. It's up to you on your knowledge. You can go YouTube, look up how do I make comfrey root ointment or liniment, anything like that. That is the name for comfrey, okay? Or another name is bone or knit bone, okay? Knit bone, yes, comfrey, yes. The root, not the leaf. The root has the more calcium and allantoin, which is a very cool substance. Pretty much it creates new cells, regenerates cells, not regenerates, but creates new cells. Okay, so use that on your wrists. I make that myself personally. I make a formula with other herbs, but comfrey will be enough. Yeah, do your due diligence on that research. It should help you. But actually, as I said, I made a video how to make your own liniment, and I included the comfrey in there, so you might want to start with that. Okay, I'm guessing the root when applied topically absorbs. Nope, DMSO is different in the sense that it really pulls various ingredients into your skin past the skin barrier, your various levels of epidermal. I wouldn't add DMSO for everything because there's certain herbs you don't want too deep. The comfrey by itself, if you mix it with something like olive oil or coconut oil, and then you have a beeswax to solidify it, it will penetrate. Okay, but you need to use it if it's a chronic injury or pain. You need to use it 3-4 times in a day. Okay, see where you are after a week. You should be improved a lot. You should have improved a lot. If it's an acute situation, you can use it 1 to 2 times per day. Okay, so it will penetrate though, and it will work. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. How did you start hitting that rock? Didn't it hurt first? Yes. This is a method. This is a system that I learned. You start with, again, a cotton bag. I have a video how to start iron palm training. If you want to go on my playlist, check it out. So you start with this, okay, a cotton bag, and you fill it with rice or beans, and then you keep going. Okay, you keep going to the various elements, but you start with rice or beans first, something very soft, okay, and forgiving. And then you keep going to wood, then you go to earth or stone, and then you hit small pieces until it becomes a rock, a stone. This is a granite block. And at first, of course, it hurts. You don't push past the pain. You need to recover properly. You need proper medicine, breathing exercises. a different lifestyle in general, but your hands will solidify. Okay, there will be bio armor built around them. Okay, what people think is just bones, there's a lot more going on than just bones. Bone density increasing. Okay, there's a lot more to it. But now it's only, I can only feel the sensation of me hitting. It's not like a painful sensation. The sensation is there, showing me that my nerves are not dead. But it's not like I'm hitting every time and it's hurting. Hey, how's it going? Isn't it hard to feel everyday objects now? As I said, there is no nerve damage. I don't know if you misheard me. I said right now as I'm hitting, I feel the sensation, but it's not pain. So my feeling in my hand is there when I press. Okay, when I pinch, it's there, right? But I feel it, not to the point of pain. So again, sensation being there means my nerves aren't dead. This is just my passion. Austin, you're a GMO, we know that, please. So to answer your question again, there is no nerve damage. It is strange. It's a great phenomenon, but this is not something. This is something the Shaolin monks have been practicing for many centuries. People have been recording this and passing it on and refining it. That's the main point. Keep refining to make it better, more safer. But if people think this is just bones adapting, bones remodeling and becoming more stronger via osteoclast and osteoblast, they need to do more research. How long have I been training for? In general, 13 years. But iron palm training about almost 4 years now. Yeah, the front of the hand, the knuckles I trained, but I have a wooden dummy I hit. And before that, I already hit stone in the cotton bag. So the whole stone is, you don't need to hit the knuckles with this. You can, but again, the iron palm is not just meant for martial application. There's a lot more different benefits that you get. As I said, it's an internal alchemy. I only feel the sensation of me hitting it. So I don't feel nerve pain or sharp pain like a knife cutting in my nerves. None of that. And there's no dull pain either. It's just the vibration, the nerves. The nerves are protected, but they're still letting me know that it's not dead. Or else when I'm hitting this, I wouldn't feel anything, which that's what we do not want. You want your blood vessels working, your nerves working, okay, your capillaries, everything working. Of course, you can damage your hand if you don't have the proper method. That's why I say people think I'm just copying, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. People that just hit this with raw force, they don't apply medicine, they don't have proper breathing exercises, they don't have a proper lifestyle, they're smoking and drinking after they're done training, they will be in a world of pain, okay? But If you have a proper method, everything is, see, no pain, fully dexterous hands, all dexterity. Yeah. To the point where it's ridiculous for most people. So they either say that this is a loop, this is fake, this is a fake stone, a rubber rock. That was a good one. They just don't understand. That's fine. I'm not here to make people understand. All I'm doing is showing my training, and the people that actually know what's going on, they can say this is actually real, and they can do it themselves. But there's a proper chain of command. There's a ladder, right? There's steps. I've broken a coconut before, and this is, I'm gonna use this to start doing other things. But I don't try to rush, because when people try to break things too fast, a lot of times they'll injure themselves. No, construction doesn't do the same. I know what you mean, brother. But you will not be the same, because you're training with different elements. This is a granite stone. Thank you for the likes, everyone. I appreciate it. About 30 minutes to an hour, and it's not for every day. The using the stone, the granite stone, you can't hit it every day. But if you're training with less dense material, that's a different protocol. You like 48. I don't know what you mean by that. Actually, T. Jefferson, you shouldn't put your fears on someone else due to your lack of research. You can't even tell me if it's osteoarthritis or regular arthritis. So people need to actually do some research. Yeah, some of you guys need therapy. I'm sorry, I'm not a therapist. A perfect jab? Or you mean jab? For a jab, you just need to keep your elbow in and shoot. Don't have it out. Keep it in. Here. Shoot. Shoot. That's the perfect jab. Okay, guys, thank you. That's it for today. Thank you very much. Thank you for the likes and the views. Check out my playlist if you want some information. Have a great day.